So, welcome everyone. I hope everybody is able to hear me. Okay. So, I think we should start. It's time 11:31. So, let us start with the presentation. So, yes, Ankush, you have a question. So, can you please write it in the chat box? Okay. Yes. So, let us start with the. Okay. So, I hope everybody is able to see this presentation, which so thank you. First of all, thank you so much for. First of all, thank you so much for taking out your time and attending this webinar. So first of all, I would like to talk about for whom this webinar has been designed. So this webinar has been designed for young engineers who are who are freshers or going to be passing out their engineering in next 1 year, or it is meant for engineers who have passed out, who are passing out this year, and because of COVID, placement scenarios in campuses have been very, very gloomy. So this webinar is meant for those engineers who are facing issues with placements. Third, this webinar is meant for people who have been preparing for government jobs and have not been successful in last 2 to 3 years. So this webinar and the career which I'll be talking about will give them a new ray of hope to restart their career in railway signaling. So these are the three distinct uh, engineering categories for whom I have designed this webinar. One, another very important category which I would like to add at this point of time is it is also meant for engineers who are looking at uh, building a career which is international in nature, which means that you can go out of India and work in countries like UK, Australia, America, Canada, Southeast Asia, and who are passionate about railway signaling. So this is the objective. These are the people for whom next 45 minutes will be very relevant. Now, this webinar is not meant for people who are looking at government jobs in railways. So I will not be talking about government jobs in railways. I'll be talking about job opportunities coming in top global MNCs like Bombardier, Siemens, Alstom, Ansaldo, Hitachi, Tech Mahindra, Railtel, engineering PSUs which are present in India. But I will not be talking about how to get government jobs. There's a lot of content already available on internet, so you can refer it and plan it up. This is for people who want a good corporate stable career in railways, working with top of the best world's best companies, and how as a fresher you can achieve this dream. So this is what I will be talking about. So now, also one more thing I would like to talk about is that this opportunity is primarily for engineers who are from three distinct engineering disciplines. So electronics and communication engineers, electrical engineers, and computer science engineers. So this current opportunity, which I will be talking about if in next 45 minutes to 1 hour, is meant for only BE and BTechs with 4 years of full-time engineering course in CSE, ECE, and EE. So these are the people who should attend this webinar. The rest of the people can choose to opt out also. So now let's start. So what are the current options presently you have? So first option is that you can continue to search for a job. Second option is that you can start preparing for government jobs. And third And third one is you look at planning your masters in MBA, MS, or any other course. So these are the top three options which are available for any fresher engineering graduate after his engineering. Now, one rule that I would like to set here is that I would like everybody to I would like everyone to actually uh, write whatever questions you have. Yes, telecommunication branch. This course is this webinar is for people who are from telecommunication engineering also. I hope everybody is able to hear me. Right? Please write why if you're able to hear me. Any people can write why if you're able to hear me and see the screen. Please write yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Akash. So I think we are visible and audible both. Thank you so much. So telecommunication branches are also eligible to attend this webinar and the opportunity that I will be talking about. So Bhagirathi, you need to check your audio. So thank you. So I'll continue with this, and let's move from here. Uh, okay, thank you. So moving from here, so so there are many options, but the options which I'll be talking about is that you can. I'll talk about a career option which can give you a starting salary of 3.5 to 4 lakhs and up to 4.5 lakhs is what I'll be talking about. How you can actually get it. So we've already discussed about this. So the opportunity right now we'll talk about. I would like you to, once you go through the presentation, please evaluate this particular option around whether this can give you a better career, whether this will give you growth, whether this will give you stability, whether this will give you respect, whether this opportunity that I will be talking about will give you money and happiness. So on a piece of paper or in your mind, keep these three criterias to evaluate this opportunity or any other career opportunity that you come across, right? Whether this opportunity will give you all of these things: better growth, stability, respect, money, and happiness. So let's move from there. Why are we so sure that this opportunity, this railway signaling career can be the opportunity of your life? Next 20, 30 years, once you will be actually working in the industry, how we are so sure that this is the opportunity you should definitely consider as a fresher engineer. So what is happening is that railways around the world is undergoing a rapid transformation. Around they are increasing speeds. They are working on newer technologies. They're working on automation of a lot of operations, and then also trying to include artificial intelligence, uh, Internet of Things into their existing operations. In fact, in India, even the Indian government has decided to spend about 1.2 lakh crore to upgrade the railway infrastructure and move towards a computerized signaling infrastructure. So they are aiming to make this in a new Indian railways, and a lot of work investment is being put into this direction. So this implies that there will be a lot of work which will be done in coming 10 years, 5 years to 10 years. And who will do the work? Definitely young engineers are going to be doing the work. The interesting part about which I would like to tell you right now is that 90% of this work is going to be outsourced to private companies, global MNCs who have got expertise in computerization of signaling. There are there are companies like Bombardier, there are companies like Thales, there are companies like Alstom, Ansaldo, Hitachi, Siemens. These are all companies which have got the requisite know-how and expertise to work on advanced signaling systems. So all of this work of modernization will be given to these companies, who will in turn deploy young engineers to work on their projects. So this is where a lot of opportunity, job, career is going to be coming up. This is not all. There are about 600 plus railway stations in India, which will also require a lot of infrastructure modernization. So if you look at the work that has been done in last 2 years, it's only 600, just 10% of what has been done in last 2 years. So even if the same pace it will be going forward, so there are at least next 10 years it will take to modernize the 6,000 plus railway stations in India, which after which a new upgradation or newer maintenance contracts would come up, where again the engineers would be deployed. So this is going to be an evergreen career for engineers. That's my first point which I want to talk about, that this is a career which will be an evergreen career for all the engineers who are listening to this webinar. So first is huge investment of railways into modernization of signaling. Second, uh, 6,000 plus railway stations are likely to go under modernization processes. Third one, so there's biggest ever railway expansion going in the country. So around 28 plus metro railway projects are running up, more are being launched. Uh, so is there some issue with audio? Is everybody able to hear me? Please write in yes. Uh, are you able to hear the audio? Everyone? Okay, thank you. So, so there are 28 plus metro railway projects running up, and 20 more are going to be launched in 2 years. Besides that, a lot of projects are coming up in at international locations where Indian engineers are in huge demand. For example, UK, Dubai, Afghanistan, all these places are actually planning a lot of newer metro projects. Even smart cities in India will have a metro project, will have underground metros. They are even evaluating bringing hyperloops in the country where signaling engineers are going to be required. So this is going to be a massive field which will be unfolding in coming years. So that is the reason why we say that as young engineers, this is one area you should consider very seriously. We know that telecom companies are drying up, BSNL is closing down, Airtel, Idea, Reliance, everybody's closing out. Geo is flourishing. There are hardly any players who are actually doing well in telecom. So related telecom infrastructure is also going to be tough in coming years. If I talk about electronics goods, a lot of competition from outside India is there. So again, so so people who are in this sector, they need to figure out a career opportunity which is going to be growing in years to come. And we strongly believe that railway signaling is one such career which you should consider very seriously at this juncture of time when you'll be passing out or have passed out and you have a long way to go. Now, let me talk about what kind of career opportunities exist in railway signaling. So, railway signaling as a career can be broadly segmented into two uh, segments. One is the outdoor career, where you go out of the office, you go to a station, you start installation work, you do testing work, you do commissioning work, you do maintenance work. So all the modernization projects will require all of these. So as pressure engineers, you will be required to first start your career in outdoor signaling works. A lot of companies will give you a fantastic amount of work to do this. So this is one segment. If you have interest to work, do hands-on engineering job. If you really draw a feeling of satisfaction by building up things, fixing up problems. So this is the career segment in signaling which you can pursue. Apart from that, there is also an option of indoor careers. I'm sure a lot of women engineers are attending this course program who may not like to travel much or may not like to go out to remote locations to do the maintenance work. For them, this career option offers you a huge scope in designing, documentation, then evaluating safety parameters in a railway project, then working on building up simulators, doing testing of equipments, technologies, then also working on estimation of projects and other things, which require a lot of good expertise. So this is a career where uh, you have a possibility of having an outdoor career as well as indoor career, depending upon your interest. So And also, for example, for women engineers especially, if you plan to start a career in railway signaling, so you may start with outdoor career, and as you plan to settle down in your life, you want to have a balanced career, you can always select an indoor career option to suit your work life balance. So this is something which is a very good part about this career, unlike other careers where once you move out to one segment, you remain in that particular segment. So in this career, these two flexibility options are available for everybody. Talking about what does a railway signaling engineer does. So in one line, if I have to explain you, he's the guy or girl who ensures safety in railway operations. So the responsibility of maintaining safety is on his or her shoulders, which further translates into tasks like guiding the route on guiding the train on correct route, controlling the trains in between the stations, enhancing speeds, reducing speeds, ensuring safety, preventing a lot of accidents, information to passengers, all these systems, reservation by trains. You might be seeing rapid metro coming up in a lot of cities. For example, Gurgaon, as Noida is working on it. So all these suburban train transportation systems, the safety aspect of railway commute or operations is handled by railway signaling engineer. Metro train services definitely, and I would also like to mention one more thing here. Uh, Hyperloop technologies, Google's auto car projects are all going to require signaling engineers in coming years. So a lot of people are already working on Hyperloop. People are working on bullet trains. So a lot of there's a huge work and opportunity for railway signaling engineers in this segment of railways. So a lot of upcoming technologies are happening. A lot of simulators are being worked upon by a lot of companies. So a lot of equipments and technologies are being invented to enhance safety of railway operations. Speed enhancements are going on. So all of these areas where a railway signaling engineer works. So now talking about, so what how now I will talk about how his career grows in the industry. So once you actually start applying for a railway career post or a job in the industry, and I will talk about the course that we conduct in Bangalore. So once you start your career in railway signaling, so you start with an associate signaling engineer position, and for 1 or 2 years you stay in that zone, and where your salaries range between 3 lakhs to 4.5 lakhs. So you consider a fresher. This is the entry level of railway signaling career. So as you attain a good amount of experience in the outdoor and the indoor aspects segments, you graduate to a design engineer or a safety engineer, where 2 to 3 years of experience you start getting a salary of 4.5 to 6 lakhs. Then, with an experience attained in the on the lines of 3 to 5 years, you reach out to 10 lakhs. After this, when you actually become a senior engineer, a lot of global opportunities start coming to you. A lot of good companies starts considering your experience and start offering you very good packages. So within 5 to 10 years of experience, you can hope to uh, achieve a package of 20 plus lakhs in this particular industry. Within 10 years, you can achieve this kind of a package. As a manager, upwards of 10 lakhs, there is, depending upon the kind of experience you have attained, depending the kind of projects you've done, depending upon the kind of companies you've worked, you can attain anywhere between 30 to 50 lakhs in the industry. So this is the kind of career growth which is offered in railway signaling. So that's about the career growth possibilities. Now, after this session, I would like to talk about that this is one no recession career. You might be hearing a lot of news at the moment. A lot of televisions are talking about there is huge job losses, this that happening in this segment. We are presently conducting interviews for our PG diploma batch students at this very moment. So we are hoping to, I'll be sharing on our Facebook page very soon about their offers as well. So this is a no recession career. And we managed to do that. So based upon my personal experience, I'm telling you that this railway career is a very good career, a very stable career where you can be assured of jobs. Even at this moment of time, even the retired people from railways are getting huge salaries because of their experience and because there is huge demand for them in the industry. So now I would like to talk about how this entire thing can be achieved. What do you need to learn? Because why companies will pay you? Because they are looking at people who have certain set of skills. So I will talk about uh, skills which you need to build up and how we build it up. So first thing is that we conduct a postgraduate diploma program in railway signaling and telecommunications engineering in Bangalore. So before I talk about the program, I would like to also talk about two important things. So you need to know this like there is a society, there's a body of lawyers who award licenses to lawyers to practice law. There's a body of chartered accountants who award licenses to chartered accountants to practice accountancy. Similarly, there is a body which awards licenses to railway signal engineers to practice signaling in the industry. So the body's name is IRSE, which is Institution of Railway Signal Engineers. This body is based in was formed in 1912 and is based in London. So this body works very similar to the other societies and works on awards, memberships, and licenses to professionals who want to practice railway signaling and telecommunication in railways industry. So how do they do it? They conduct annual exams worldwide, with which railway professionals undertake after they start working. So this is not for freshers. You have to be part of railway signaling industry to attain memberships and licenses from IRSC. And this is where our course comes into play. If you decide to become an international professional in railway signaling, you need first step is to start working in this field. The second step is to acquire license and memberships of IRSC to be recognized in the industry across the world, where you can work in any country after that. So IRSC is recognized all over the world and is present in 53 Commonwealth countries in the world. So there is a huge recognition and respect for this body. So they conduct annual exams and award these licenses and memberships. So you can talk. So we are one of the players. We are one of the registered uh, course providers of IRSC in India who offer a course which provides skills to young engineers to work in this industry. So why I'm telling you about IRSC, because this IRSC license and membership opens a gateway for you to work abroad for international placements, international jobs, international consulting assignments, and if you want to work in any part of the world, this organization's recognition will help you immensely. So this is one thing which I wanted to share right now. Now, IRSC has a collaboration with Indian Railways, and IRSC India section is the body which works in India. So, Railway Academy, which is my organization, collaborated with IRSC to develop a program to skill young engineers in railway signaling and telecommunications. So we worked with IRSC to develop a program. They gave us the curriculum insights. They recognize the curriculum, and they in fact endorse the curriculum as well. So we created a program which, in the form of a postgraduate diploma, to skill young engineers to work in railway signaling projects around the world, especially and primarily in India to start with. So this is the so what we did is that we had the curriculum, then we collaborated with a university. So we collaborated with Ramaya University in Bangalore to create a postgraduate diploma in railway signaling and telecommunication engineering, which is awarded to the successful candidates who complete 10 months of PG program in railway signaling and telecommunications in the university campus. So this is how this program has been designed. So why a PG diploma? Why not a certificate program? Why not something what NITs and aptechs have been doing or smaller programs? There is a reason for it. Why we have done that is that this program is UGC recognized. This acts as a postgraduate qualification for you. So after this program, you're no more an undergraduate. You're no more a graduate. You're a postgraduate in a particular domain. And within 10 months, this course gets completed. So we get a lot of support through this particular mechanism of course. One, we get support of Global Railway Signaling Fraternity through IRSC. Secondly, we get a lot of credibility among industry leaders because a lot of license holders of IRSC are working at top positions in all the railway signaling companies like Hitachi, Bombardier, Siemens, Alstom, Ansaldo, Tech Mahindra, Railtel, Texmeco, Kalindi, Kalptaru. So all these top companies in railway signaling, all these IRSC license holders are working at top positions. So they recognize this particular course because this course is endorsed by them. So secondly, because of the PG diploma awarded by university, that itself has a value internationally and globally, right? Another important point, it churns out better job opportunities. Companies consider you equivalent to a 1 year experience. So if you join this course program, lot of majority of the companies consider you equivalent of 1 year of working because of the way we have designed the entire course. One of the important part is that this course program and the curriculum is mapped to IRSC license exam syllabus. So later, if you want to actually take up a license exam, you have this entire curriculum study which is mapped. Now, I've told you about university also. So now I will like to talk about placements, which is I think most of you would be interested to know about. So so the one of the good news that I would like to share with you is that we started this course program in 2016, and since then we have been able to attain 100%. Okay, uh, we have been able to attain 100% placements in all our batches. So now Harshvardhan is saying that how can a computer science engineer get into this? I will talk about this. So I would request everybody to keep writing your questions in the chat, which I will take up later once I finish the presentation. So if you're getting any question or a query in your mind, just type it into the chat box. I will take up all those questions, right? So let's move on to the placements part, right? So talking about the placement, so these are these young engineers like you who took up decision to be part of this industry, and all of these are working right now in railway signaling industry in India at these packages. These were their starting packages. Now they are in the range of 6 lakhs and above. So in our first batch, so uh, Chandan is currently working in Ansaldo in Bangalore at 4.5. Chanchal, who was part of our batch 2, is working it started her career with 4.5 in Ansaldo. Then Suyesh was an experienced candidate. He got 7 lakhs per annum with Alstom. He's working in Kochi. So all of these students have been working, took this decision to do this program that we offer and are working in industry at the moment. So I'll talk about our first batch story where we started our first batch. So Suhas was a young engineer with 1 year of experience, and he was doing maintenance work for an air conditioning company. So he decided to change his life and actually took up a call to join this particular course. And this person, after completion of the course, got a job in Thales, which is a French company, one of the top of the line companies in railway signaling. He got a package of 3.8. It's been 2 years now. So he's been working in this company and is settled in Bangalore. Recently, he also got married. He's very happy with the course. Gautam Yadav was his parents were doctors, and he was evaluating going abroad for master studies, where he took up a call to attend this course program. He got his placement with Tech Mahindra, working in Bangalore. Suyesh was a experienced candidate. He was already working in railways, so he decided to leave his job, come to the course, and do it for 10 months. After the course, he got placement in Alstom, Kochi Metro. He's working. So all of these companies picked up these guys, deployed them on metro projects around India. He got a placement of 7 lakhs. Manmohan Singh, again, he is the computer science graduate of the batch, who was a fresher engineer from Punjab, who took up a call to join this course, and right now he got into designing. So, answering to your question, Harshvardhan, there are huge opportunities for a computer science graduate as well. Computer science, as there are a lot of simulators, softwares, technologies where coding and computer science knowledge is required. A lot of students are being taken and absorbed in the designing aspect of railway signaling. So you have fantastic opportunities in railway signaling at the moment. Plus, once you gain the experience, you can move out to allied industries like hyperloops. You can start working. You can work on companies like Google, where AutoCAD projects are being done. You can go and work with Uber and other companies where a lot of signaling concepts and this knowledge of signaling comes very handy. So now these are a couple of more students that we have, but I will not stop at this. I will not only just show you pictures of these people with a fancy job package, but I will also show you offer letters that we have received, so that you start believing. So just remember the names: Suhas, Gautam, Suyash, Mohan. I will show you the offer letters also, so that you don't believe that, you don't think that we are just mentioning their names and they're not working. You can track them on LinkedIn as well, which I will also do. So let me first show you the offer letters. Is everybody able to see the offer letter? So let me start with Suyesh only. So Suyesh, so the guy who got 7 lakhs package, Suyesh Kare. So this is his offer letter. So you can see that he joined 12th March 2018, and this is his offer letter. So here's the package. I hope everybody is able to see this particular package. CTC of 7 lakhs is what, and his next salary review was in April 2019, and right now he's working upwards of 12. So this is the first offer letter which I wanted to show you guys. Next, I would like to show you Suhas's letter. So whatever claims we have made, we stand by it. So look at this, 3.78 is what he got at the starting package. Joining date is 2nd April 2018. Manmohan, the computer science guy, again 22nd March. He also got 3.78. Koeda, he got placement with the Hitachi Group company. His package was 4.5. I will share the details. Yes. So look at his total cost to company. He was hired as associate signaling functional design engineer at a package of 4.5. So these are the people. Now I'll also show you the Tech Mahindra guy. He also got. So all of these students have got jobs with And we also have Chanchal, the girl who got the job. So Ansaldo, she got the job. So you can see 4.5 at this point of time. So all of these people took a decision to change their life. They did not subject themselves to what was happening around them. Some of them were struggling in the career. Some of them were not getting good jobs. Some of them were unemployed at that point of time. Some people did not get a placement, good placement from their colleges. So they all decided against the odds and decided to build up their career in this. And their decision paid off. So in 1 year's time, they all restarted, rebooted their career. So this one is for people who are actually planning or have been preparing for government jobs and are not getting successful in last 1.5 years. If there are somebody who's preparing for government jobs and finds that it's a very, very tough nut to crack. So I would like to mention here that, start building up, give a reboot to your career. We had a person from Chennai who had spent about 3 years. Villagan, I will showcase you his. You can talk to these guys. So I will talk about one guy, Villagan, who was from Chennai. So he was working for 3 years. He was preparing for government jobs for 3 years and was not getting through. Then he took a call that he will join the course program. So 3 gap years in this industry. So he was very worried that whether I will be able to start my career or not. We gave him a confidence and told him to actually join the course program. And this guy, as you can see, he's mentioned that MS Ramaya University PG diploma in railway signaling. This guy started his career with Siemens. So when did he do it? He did his engineering in 2014, 4 years in fact. He was preparing for government. In 2018-19, he took up a call to restart his career, and he was able to do it. So right now, this guy is working. So uh, all these people whom I've shown you are the people who are. Look at the Suyesh again. You can find these guys. So all these people are working from in the industry. So now I would like to talk about certain things. I hope you're able to see the screen. Okay, so S can okay. So I'll take up some questions right now before I move on. So Deepak Sharma is asking that is there any part-time course? Yes. So see, I would recommend that if you're earning less than 20,000 right now at this moment of time, or you're not having a job, or or if you're tired of preparing for government jobs. So Deepak, for students like you, I would highly recommend joining the full-time course, because there we give a placement. There there is a huge chance. In fact, we give a placement assurance in this program for you to get job, which I will talk about in some time. Talking about, okay, SK Ibrar, I'll come to all of these things. I will come to all of these things, and so let me proceed with the presentation. I will answer all of these questions for you. Now, coming back to the presentation, so let me talk a little bit about how this course will open international career for you. I've told you about IRSC and how our course is mapped to IRSC, but I would like to speak about a little bit about IRSC in detail. So in India, we follow Indian railway standards. So there are standards which Indian railways have developed on the basis of which the entire railway operations are executed in India. The similar way, uh, British railway standards are there for UK rail. Then American railway standards are there, which is called ARIMA. And then Australia has also developed its own railway standards, which is Australian standards. So the whole world the whole railway industry around the world works on certain standards. The oldest standard is British Railway Standards, which is BRS. So as we were under British rule for a lot of years, uh, so we in India, when the railway started to get implemented, BRS standards were implemented. After we gained independence, then BRS standards became IRS, and subsequent changes were done in order to which were uh, suitable for Indian subcontinent. So there, for India, there is IRS standards. For Britain, there are BRS, America, ARIMA, Australian, and for Australia, there are Australian standards. So the most important part is that railway engineers who understand the BRS and IRS standards can work on all the other standards, because BRS is mother standard for all of these standards which have been implemented around the world. So all the basic fundamentals, everything. If somebody knows about BRS or IRS, there's a very good opportunity that this person will be able to work around the world in other standards as well. Please write your questions in the chat back box. Once the course is over, I will take up each and every question. Right. So now, so this entire course has been designed in lines with curriculum of global norms. So our course is internationally recognized. So this course curriculum that is there is divided across seven modules. So it starts with signaling and safe railway operations. We teach you. Then we teach you signaling principles. Then we train you how to develop a signaling layout. Then there is a module on railway telecommunication, how telecommunication happens in railways. Then how signal applications engineering is being implemented in railways, and what are signaling systems, management, and engineering concepts which are applicable in railway signaling. Then we give you a project to work upon. Then there are certain softwares that we train. We train you on MicroStation, we train you on AutoCAD, so that you could take up the design work. In addition to that, in this course of ours, you get 6 weeks of internship in Indian Railways, which I'll talk about. So in 10 months, what all do you undergo, which get you skilled enough to get employed in railway industry? So first and foremost thing, your 100% of your training is done by railway experts. So no university faculty is going to be training you. So 100% of the training is going to be done by railway experts who have around 25 years plus experience in the industry. So these are the experts who have been who are there, who train our students. They travel from Hyderabad, Bangalore, Delhi, uh, Kanpur, stay in the campus, train you, and then moving forward from here, after each training module, there are industrial training and visits. We take you to various companies where we get you hands-on exposure to equipments and everything, which are being made, which are being deployed. So you can see the students' visits that we have been doing, who have been. So this one is, we take you to railway yards where we take you to government training institutes where you pay and get you slots where you can learn hands-on technology, how a particular technology works, how equipments work, and everything. So this happens continuously throughout the training program, due to which you gain practical hands-on experience. You are not a theory guy, you know hands-on. In addition to that, during the 6 weeks of internships and training that you undergo in Indian Railways, in so presently last batch, this particular batch went to Bangalore, Hubli, and Mysore, and UP as well. So all of these people worked hands-on in installation of and maintenance work at various sites. As you can see, these are all our students who are actually doing work there. So we take you for regular visits. We train you on CAD and MicroStation. We give you modern signaling training, which are the upcoming technologies. Then we do a module on safety. Then 6 weeks of training on site. Then interviews and everything. We make you ready to perform from day one through this program of ours. Now, we also have got a lot of books, periodicals, question papers from London for you to study at the university. A lot of content collaboration has been done with a lot of good companies in India. And so, one of the things that I would like to ask you at this moment, here from here, do you think you can trust the program the best we have been doing placement? That can you trust this? Please write yes if you think that I would yes if you think you can trust this particular program. Please write yes if you think you trust this program. I'm interesting to share after this. Please write yes if you think trust this. My question was, are you able to trust this program and claims we have made so far? Please share yes or share your doubt. Please write yes. If you feel that you can trust what I've talked for last 15, 20 minutes, uh, please share, write yes. I would like everybody to just write yes or share your doubts. If there is any doubt, just write in what is the doubt and just share yes in the chat. Yes, thank you, thank you. Okay, I would like, if you can trust whatever I've spoken up till now, just write in yes. Or if there is any doubt in your mind, just type in your mind. Okay, Ashi, I will take this. In this course, we get stipend or not? Okay, escape, what is the cost of this diploma? Yes, I will talk to you. Okay, fine. So write in yes. I need a couple of more yes or doubts if there are any. I would request everyone to just type in yes. That would give me confidence that what I've communicated across to you, you are able to absorb. Okay, thank you, Gokul, Shri, Revant. Thank you so much. A. Charumati, Ambu Selvan. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so now once okay, VK is asking yes, but whether gap of 1 or 2 year and then having an experience of 2 years after graduation. Okay, so I will take up this question right now. Uh, as I've shown you that gap years, there have been students who have had gap years and have joined this program and have ended up getting a job. So this will not happen. This will not matter. Companies, there is a huge shortage of skilled people in the industry. So usually there is no problems with this. So don't feel bad if you have a gap year of 1 or 2 years. This is the course which can get your career back on track, right? So, BK, I hope I have answered your question. Then Polidasu is asking, can a student from any stream of it? So, no, only BTech Computer Science, BTech Electronics and Telecommunication, BTech Electrical Engineering are eligible to join this program. This course is not meant for mechanical, civil, uh, chemical, biotechnology. No, only three disciplines. This career is meant for only these three disciplines. I repeat, BTech in computer science, BTech in electronics and electrical engineering and telecommunication engineering. These are it. This is it. So only these people can join. So now if you can trust this pros program, I would like to put forward a point. So now, this is the slide I showed you in the beginning, that you have an option to continue searching for a job. You have an option to prepare for government jobs, or you have an option to prepare MBA and MS. So, is there any option you can actually think about? If you're thinking of cracking IIMs and going to Ivy League colleges, or if you're very much sure that government jobs you'll be able to crack in the next attempt whenever that comes up, uh, I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about an average engineer who has got only these three options. Do you think that at this very moment, do you have any option which is better than this option? If you have, please write it. If it is, I will accept it. Yes, Vinod, Bachelor of Engineering is eligible. BTech, BE, both are eligible. So if you think there is an option better than this, write yes and share the option. If you think you have a better option than this career at this very moment, yes, I think I've received a answer. Deeply experienced about us. Okay, what is this? Okay. So now, moving forward from here. So let me talk about this. If there would be people who would be doing a job, there would be people who are not doing a job. So right now, you would be incurring an expense of 300 to 500 if you're living in a hostel or a PG or living in a city searching for a job on your own. So this is the kind of expenses you will be sharing on a daily basis, right? So now the course investment, the investment which I'll be asking you to do for this particular course for 10 months, which is 300 days, is 1,000 rupees per day for next 10 months. You're already spending around 300 to 500. All I'm asking is to take up a leap of faith and confidence to invest 500 to 700 rupees more for next 10 months, and you can change your life. So ask yourself right now, what is your current daily expense, and you will realize that you're not even taking an additional risk of 600 rupees per day to build a dream career in next 10 months. Type a yes if you think this is possible. Is this investment possible for you? Do you think that this is possible for you? Can you invest additional 700 rupees per day or 1000 rupees per day? Can you invest 1000 rupees per day for next 10 months to build up a railway career? If you think yes, please type yes. I would like people to type yes if they think they can invest 1000 rupees per day for next 10 months to build up a dream railway career. Please type in yes. People who think they can invest 1000 rupees per day for next 10 months to build a dream career. Please, if you think you cannot type in no. If you think you cannot type in no, else type in yes. Yes, please type in yes or no. Whatever you feel, please go ahead. I'm waiting for your responses. Let's make this interactive now. Anybody? No. Okay. Vinod says no. Is okay. Okay. Please respond, guys. Let's see people. Okay. 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 So there are people who think that they cannot spend additional 600 rupees per day for next 10 months to build up a dream career. Okay. But people, so now I'll talk about the course fees for this. It's 2 lakhs tuition fees and INR 50,000 as industrial training fees. So you will incur around 3.5 lakhs in total expenses, including hostel charges and living expense for this entire course program. So now, for people who say that they will not be able to pay, right? People who want to do this course but don't have money, right? So people who want to do this course but don't have money, please write yes. I want to see people who want to do this course but don't have money. Okay. Okay. So I have I would like to offer you something. Because this is a university course program, this So majority of our students, this fees is 100% given by banks as education loan. So you can get education loan on this course from the banks. And all the PSU banks are giving loans on this. And majority of our students take up loan and actually do this course program. So this is a very good option available for you. If you go and actually do a course from a your private player or a company, this option is not available. So they give you a very good education loan at a very good interest rate. So which will translate into an education EMI of rupees 5,000 once you complete the course program. You need to start paying after 6 months of your course when you get a job. So this is equivalent to EMI of a Wagon car for next 5 years. But can you imagine where you will reach in next 5 years after this course program? You will be earning around 10 to 15 lakhs annual CTC in this industry, enjoying a stable career, happiness, respect, and many other aspects of life in next 5 years. So this 5,000 rupees risk is not a huge risk which you cannot take. And this is being financed through a bank. You don't have to deploy your parents' money. I understand you have spent a lot of money into this course program from your parents, but now this is available in the form of loan. You can take up the loan and move forward from this. Now you need to ask that can't you take risk of 5,000 rupees car EMI to build up a long career in railways? If you'll compare it with risk of sitting idle, waiting to get selected in government, or landing a better job at your doorstep, you need to think again. This is what I can suggest you. If you're still feeling it's risky, those who feel that it's risky, type yes. If you feel that this is risky, just type in yes. Okay. Okay. Yes, we have people who have joined PSUs. I will. So there are companies like Railtel where our people have joined. Okay. So if you feel that this is risky, so okay. So for people who feel that this is risky, let me ask you a question now. You've gone through the presentation, you've seen everything. Now, I will ask you a question and then I'll give you an opportunity. How many of you who are attending this webinar right now have the confidence to be among top 30% in the batch? Type in yes. Tell me, people who think they will be in the top 30% of the next batch of railway signaling and telecommunication, type yes. People who think, who have got confidence, who are sure that, we will be in the top 30% of the batch, type in. Okay. I want everybody to respond who think. Okay. Manish says he will be. Mona says she will be. Aradhna says she will be. Real Me 3 says he will be. Anybody else? Only 4 to 5 people. Vinod Kumar says he will be. Okay, 4 to 5 people. Tej is saying he will be. Who else? That's all. Are there other people who think? Rest of the people, do you think? You don't think that you can be in the top 30% of the batch? People who think you will be in the top 30% of the batch, just type in yes. Okay. Shanmuga Priya, Gokul Anand. Anybody else? GB Pravalika. Kavya TN, yes. A Charumurthy. Ambu Selvin, yes. Anybody else? Ashi Agarwal, okay. Fine. So for people who have written yes in the chat and who are showing the confidence, I'll give you an opportunity to consider. If you can assure the following, if you achieve 90% attendance in the classes, all the classes, industry visits, internships, and any other program throughout the PGDRST course in the tenure of one. So these are 6 criteria if you are able to achieve these. You achieve minimum of 80% marks or remain in top 30% mark holders in the batch. If you submit all assignments on time without delay, if you demonstrate sincerity, morality, and honesty during tenure of course and interviews, that means you would not lie in interviews about your past gap years, your jobs, your anything. You abide by university rules and regulations and submit fee on time, all your fees on time as per the course requirements. So these are the 6 criteria. If you are able to fulfill, Railway Academy will give you a written assurance letter that if you fulfill these conditions in your batch and don't join a company within 100 days of course completion, we will give you INR 20,000 till you join a job. Yes, we'll be giving you a written assurance letter that if you fulfill these conditions and don't join a company within 100 days of course completion, we will give you 20,000 rupees per month till you join a job. So this assurance is given to you from us that if you are not joining a company within 100 days, we will give you 20,000 till you join a job, and we will continue to support you. So now is the time to take the decision, and I will take up questions now. So now you can take up the decision. I'll tell you the process of admission. We do not take everybody. You will have to qualify an exam and a test, which is online. So you'll have to qualify an aptitude, technical aptitude test to be eligible and get entry into this program. So for that, you need to deposit 3,000 rupees and do the test. If you do not qualify in 2 attempts, we will refund back this 3,000 also. We will not keep this 3,000. So there is no risk in taking the technical aptitude test. At least you will get to know where you stand. So if you don't qualify this test in 2 attempts, we will refund back the full amount, 3,000 rupees within 7 days of uh, the results announcement. So there is no risk in this. You pay 3,000 rupees, take the aptitude test. If you don't qualify in 2 attempts, you get the full refund back within 7 days. For people who will qualify the technical aptitude test, they can, so there will be two type of people. One, people who will be actually looking for education loan to fund this course, or there will be people who will be like who will fund this course from their own savings or parents money. So for, so then after this course you need to deposit 10,000 rupees and get an admission letter from the university, and this will confirm your seat in the batch. So this is how, and after that, once we start the batch, you can, you'll be informed to submit the fees. It will usually take around 30 to 40 days to get education loan. Using the admission letter, we will help you get education loan. You need to apply it in your local area. If there are any queries from the bank, we will answer it. We will clarify all points to them. So all that support, we'll be extending it to you to get entry into this course program. So people who are interested to know more about this can WhatsApp me on this particular number or email me on the ID shown, and my team will get in touch with you and will explain you all of these things in detail. Now I will take up the questions which have been asked. Okay, Archana, please WhatsApp me on this number shown on the screen, and my team will share the schedule and syllabus of the test. The test is online. You can take it anytime. So whenever you feel you are ready, you can take up the test, and result will be shared with you. Now, talking about the stipend, there are few companies who give stipend, but it actually depends upon the companies and their policies. I would be frank here, don't look at a 6 week stipend. Instead, look at a good work ex. So Indian Railways do not give stipends. So, but you get to work on Indian Railway projects which are very, very critical in terms of knowledge. So Ashi, I've answered your question. Next, talking about the next part, I will take up some more questions. If you have any questions, Please show the name on which CTC. What is me? What is this? Is there any people in university who has joined PSU? Yes, we have people who have joined Railtel. We have people who have joined. A lot of people have joined Railtel and other PSUs also. Now, okay, I'll take up some more questions. Please write in your questions, please. Bachelor of Engineering is eligible. BTech, BE, both are eligible. Can a student from any stream of engineering can join in this? No, only BTech. As I said, BTech, Computer Science, Electronics and Telecommunications, and Electrical Engineers are the only three branches whose engineers are eligible. Okay. Roughly how many students join a year? We conduct two batches. So right now we are uh, starting a September batch in Bangalore this year. So 30 students batch. That's it. Only 30 seats are there, and uh, those seats are filling up very fast. So we already have got many students who have taken up the seats. So you need to take up your decisions as soon as possible. Aradhana, I will share on mail. Uh, Please share your query on the email ID shown, inquiry@railwayacademy.org. It will be good. We'll be happy to share all the details. Can you share syllabus on the of the test? Yes, I will share the syllabus of the test on mail also. Please send me email or send me WhatsApp on this particular number. We'll be happy to share it with you. If you want to discuss anything, just type in your query and send it to us on the email or WhatsApp. I've given both the numbers. Any other question anybody would like to ask? Anybody who would like to ask any question? I will count till 10 and then we can uh, close the session. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yes. Final years can apply for this. Yes, all final years who are graduating by July can apply in this. This is a very good opportunity for you guys who are graduating this year, because placement scenario uh, is very uncertain at this point of time. So it's better to enroll into a career which gives you an assured placement. By when this COVID thing gets over, you start getting good jobs and you can start your career in a nice way. This year is going to be a zero year, I'm telling you. So it's better that you spend and invest yourself into a course or learning new skills. That is the only thing you guys can do right now. So that next year, when things start getting normal, you start your career on a good note or the right note. Final year students can apply. Vinod, you can definitely apply. Any other questions, please? Uh, for pre-final year students, what I would recommend is that we have an online course program which you can attend, which is a 50 hours online program, which is on concepts of railway signaling. So I can, if you want to build up your career in this, so what you can do is that you can pay a token fees and complete this online signaling course program. Once you will decide to join this course program, I will adjust the entire fees and give you a waiver. So for details, you can contact us. People who are interested to learn signaling online can contact us on the number and email ID mentioning your queries. We will be happy to share more details on this. No, we do not provide internships to pre-final year students unless and until you, because companies which actually give internships look for certain basic level skills. So all these companies are looking for candidates who have understanding of the signaling concepts. So if you want to brush it up, you can look forward to our online program. Any other questions? Okay. Thank you so much for your time. I hope this webinar has been useful for you. People who are interested or having any sort of queries related to course, career, CTC, placements, please get in touch. Thank you so much, everyone.